let me cross-examine you. You are invited by the SS over that document.
Yes.
Yes. Please let me read that document. It is admitted. Minutes of caucus meeting of Northern Christian Elders Forum, Kaduna State Chapter. The meeting held at the residence of Ambassador Joel Tanko Yusuf, the chairman of Northern Christian Elders Forum. It commenced at about 12 midnight, and in attendance were Major General Zamani Lekot, retired, very revered Father Jack B. Yali, Mr. James Bao Magaji, Reverend Chris Abashia, Reverend Father Moses Adashu, Ambassador Joel Tanko Yusuf, Colonel Yuana Madaki, retired. The above Executive Council held a meeting to deliberate, among other things, on the following. 1. The forceful Islamization of Samaru Kataf. They need to counter this by bringing down the multi-million naira Jumad Mosque at Samaru Kataf. We have therefore resolved that at the point in time, Samaru Kataf needs basic amenities such as hospital, electricity, potable drinking water, and schools, not mosque. That the ratio of Christians to Muslims is 99% to 1%, which makes the construction unnecessary and provocative. That 5 days after Christmas, the Northern Christian Elders Forum should mobilize Christian youth movements in Kaduna State to pull down the structure. That the protestation should begin on the BBC News Hour to be followed by actions after Christmas. The forum can then appeal for calm in the media after the mission has been accomplished. Signed, them. And schedule for the caucus meeting of Northern Christian. The arrangement has been made by taking the following steps immediately. 1. To get at least between 20 and 40 Muslim youths from outside Samaru area to utilize them with a token of 2,000 naira each to provoke some Christians as directed. To organize some Christian youths from 4 other tribes, including Baju and others not from Kataf clan alone. To pay at least 4 newspapers of South that are not government-owned to blow the story nationwide. To ensure proper and long report by the Voice of America through the reporters and perhaps the CNN International. Lastly, to ensure that at least no traditional ruler except the chief of Zango is allowed to appeal for peace in the area, or even deal with the chief who was imposed on Samaru by the Secretary to the Federal Government, Alhaji Gidado Idris, by the concerned 5 of Zonkwa. Now, when the SS invited you over this document, ultimately, you were detained under Decree 2, signed by Augustus Aikomu, Vice President. Were you?
Wait. In respect of the
My
letter?
question is simple.
In respect of the letter?
Do you?
No, you see, you have
Don't
a way
ask me questions.
You have a way
Answer my question.
I can answer your questions by another question. You are mixing things up. Aikomu's decree number 2 was in 1992. This letter was written after...
Were you detained under Decree 2?
Yes, sir.
Yes. By Aikomu?
Yes.
Yes.
Salam alaikum, my people. Like I said, internet no they forget you. I think this was Oputa panel in 1999, about 27 years now. And these guys, their children are still using the same tactics. You understand? You had, they want to pull down structure, and they also went and got some Muslims, paid them 2,000 to go and disrupt the Christians. And this tactics is still going on. You see, I am sharing this video to give an advice. You know, then, 27 years ago, there was no social media. Because this tactics is still going on today. People disguising, doing things to blame, they disguise themselves, do things to blame the opposite side. We don't need this. How long can we go on like this? As we are going on like this, it's getting worse every day. Things are getting worse every day. We've not been able to achieve anything, trying to disguise to destroy. We disguise to destroy. Things are not getting better. There's social media now. I'm talking to their children. You understand? Their cousins, their uncle. I'm talking to everybody now that you can actually use social media to put up your grievances, put up your protests. You understand? By the time you go to pull down structure, people will be there and a lot of people will lose their life. By the time you are going to pay people to disrupt Christians, a lot of Christians will be unalive. And when Christians are unalive, in this case, nobody will even be pointing to the direction of Christian that they did this. Because they will pay those that are ignorant. You know, they are ignorant of what they are being used for. You see, I'm talking about this because I see it on social media here, and I notice that these tactics is still going on. People are looking for a way to do things so that the Muslims will be blamed, and they want to do it. They will use the face of the Muslims also to be doing it, while they are sitting behind, sending the Muslims that don't understand. Guys, I will see you on my next video, and remember that internet do not forget. Internet does not forget. This is June 1999. I think it's Oputa panel, if I am not mistaken. See you on my next video.